Just waking up from a nice dream. Bitcoin pumping on a live stream. Smile shine brighter than a high beam. Never seen live trading on a widescreen. Bitcoin showing you the steps to own it. We got the alpha, I bet you want it. I'm having fun, send a lecture on it. Randy, put a little extra on it.
It's mutable and decentralized. No censorship or hard cap supply. It's open source and we classify the blockchain secure, and that's exactly why. It's hard money with a new plan. It bounced a lot like this new jam. The Bitcoin dip, then we ain't gon' trip. I'ma be bullish on you, fam.
I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it. 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 I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Friday. And yes, I said Friday because we worked this whole entire week so hard to now sit back, relax, talk about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And I have more clips from my FLUX hit too that we're going to play today. Should we be ready for Bitcoin? Why Bitcoin, especially for Gen Z? And today is also a historical day in the history of course, Bitcoin. It is Bitcoin Pizza Day. And what is Bitcoin Pizza Day? Why do we celebrate it? Well, Blockchain Academy, brought to you by Uphold. We're going to break down this beautiful day. We're going to go back in time to the first ever Bitcoin transaction. And it was for 2 pizzas back in 2010. Again, we're going to dive into that a little bit later. We have, of course, headline after headline after headline for you guys. Satoshi, we have his 1.1 million Bitcoin. Is this a risk? Can quantum computing... so stupid. Can quantum computing attack Satoshi's Bitcoin? Like, this is the fun of the fun of the fun. Oh my God, I've been muted? Holy shoot, how long have I been muted? What was the last thing you heard? What was the last thing you heard? I don't know what you heard. Oh, darn it. Guys, we're trying to get 26,000 subscribers. We're less than 200 away. Thank you for the sound check, guys. Say good morning to me as I say good morning to you. Check out our 3 amazing sponsors of the show, including Cake Wallet, Market Cipher, code Zesty for 15% off, and then let's go up to the moon with Uphold. I don't know. What was the last thing you heard? Oh, darn. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's just say good morning to each other and start fresh, okay? Thank you for the perfume, Kevin. Kevin thinks I need perfume. Okay. Let's say good morning to everyone. We got Flat Earth, Silver Days, Mike Vollmer, Rob C, Doge Bowl, Fit, Eddie, good morning, Mark Smithson. I just can't with him. I'm also going to I'm going to call a few pizzerias, and whoever lets me in to film a video, that's going to be great today, because I want to do a Bitcoin Pizza Day video and break down the history of Bitcoin Pizza Day, but I need real pizza and a real pizzeria to make it authentic and a real on-the-street video. So I'm going to work on that today. Once I finish this after show, I'm going on a mission, just so you guys know. I go on missions for this content. Like, I run it everywhere to get good content for you guys. I was like, I could post pictures I took in New York of me with pizza. But I was like, why would I do that when maybe I could get a real pizzeria involved in my shenanigans? I can imagine the manager being like, what? Who else? We got Peace, Black Hat, thank you to you. Guys, we do have a members only after show. So if you have not yet, please hit that $ in the YouTube chat. Become a member, and then you can hang out with us in the after show. Once this live stream concludes, we're going to be in there. Right, Jesse, Verhoofty, Floof. Nice to see you. Welcome, Paco. Good morning. Boomdock Saint, Doge Bull, Mike Mazzone, Yukio's on X. We have Rob C, James Obleton. Good morning. Daddy-O, nice to see you. Yukio, I see right here. Amster. Oh, that was Master. Last thing was Litecoin is a better Bitcoin. I mean, listen, man, Litecoin is amazing. Litecoin is amazing. I love my Litecoin. Also, guys, come and hang out with me a month from today. I'm going to be in Amsterdam for Litecoin Summit, so please come hang out with me. It'll be so fantastic. James on Random, good morning. John Legend, Phil, Bitcoin Pizza Days today. Yes, we are going to talk about it. Ice God, good morning. Master, you guys are just crazy. You guys are crazy. Green Day Profits, good morning. We love Green Day Profits. Corvette said New York or nothing. Listen, we got to do what we got to do. But I am going to, I really want to, the place I want to go to is a group of dudes from Jersey that started it. So it's like close enough. It's like the best thing I could get down here. That's close to anything New York. So we'll figure it out. We're going to get that. We're going to get this Bitcoin pizza content. If it's the last thing I freaking do, I'm literally going to harass the entire world until someone lets me in their pizzeria. But again, come hang out with me before I get into the market recap. Litecoin Summit, guys, Amsterdam next month. I'm going to be there. I'm doing a bunch of things at this conference, so you'll see me running around like a crazy person as per usual. These are 2 beautiful days in tandem with Dutch Blockchain Week, so you could come to both, or you could just come hang out with me at Litecoin Summit June 22nd to the 23rd. Again, it's only like $84 to show up. Come hang out. Again, it's a 2-day conference. You got beverages, you got your coffee, and a bunch of really, really great speakers. So let's get it. Come hang out with me, and it's going to be fantastic. Again, you guys want to learn about Bitcoin Pizza Day? Stay tuned. We're going to go into the history of Bitcoin Pizza Day. But first, we got to check in with the market. Let's do it. Again, please smash the like, subscribe, and share. We really want to get 26,000 subscribers, so let's keep getting after it. Market recap, guys. We have a lot of green today for Bitcoin Pizza Day. It's a great thing to see. We are up. We do see near that's up 31%, but Bitcoin is barely holding on right now. We are down about 0.5%. We are at $77,160. Again, we want to hold above 76K. This is a crucial level of support. We did even say back here that when we do test this 200-day SMA, I wanted to actually see the retest and maybe a beautiful new foundation, maybe a new low at 76K. Again, everyone is playing the bullish bearish game. Oh my gosh. Is Bitcoin going to keep pumping? Is this the end? Is the bottom in? Essentially, I would think that we don't know. We obviously don't know. Bitcoin could do whatever she wants. Though 60K is my ultimate bearish scenario. But ideally, because nobody is thinking it, let 76K be the new foundation. Let's test the 200-day SMA, go up to 93, 94K. That would make my heart so happy. It really would. Green Day, thank you for becoming a friend. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You're the best. Thank you. We love some membershippery. Everyone, put a little member emoji. Put your favorite member emoji to celebrate our beautiful bestie Green Day becoming a member. Let's hype him up with all your member emojis. Let's take a look at Market Cipher, shall we? We do have a green dot printed on Market Cipher. Trying to move up this momentum. VWAP is moving up ever so slightly. It is crossing over that zero line, as you can see here. Money flow is relatively flat. And then the RSI, man, it is cooling off. But again, I think this is absolutely fantastic, especially if Bitcoin does pull back below the 76K. I like to see the RSI cool off because that means we have a lot of room to run to the upside. And there's no damage here. There's no damage here. Clay Mann said, sell in May and walk away. Summer's going to perform poorly. I mean, listen, to me, it doesn't matter. I'm dollar cost averaging because we're literally about to absorb the world's wealth. And when everyone says Bitcoin's going to go one way because most people are bearish right now, usually Bitcoin does the opposite. And listen, I'm not saying nothing. What I am saying is that this article stated that Bitcoin volatility is actually at a 7-month low. 7-month low. And this is what I said on Fox. I said that Bitcoin is so steady right now. It's actually a safe haven. People would have said that, oh, if there's a war that comes through like we're dealing with right now, that it would be a black swan event. Bitcoin would go down to 20K immediately. That did not happen. Throughout this entire WAR, Bitcoin has been steady and actually going up. Slow, but steady. So I don't want to hear nothing about no one. I want to hear absolutely nothing about, oh my gosh, Bitcoin's so volatile. Bitcoin is actually so stable right now. She is killing it. She's absolutely killing it. So miss me with this Bitcoin propaganda. Oh, it's so volatile. Even Litecoin has been pretty steady.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're
I was
welcome.
already a member but just renewed. Cool face emoji. Randy is the best. Green heart emoji.
Green Day is such an icon, guys. If you guys don't recognize the username, he was actually in one of my interviews for Binance US at Bitcoin conference. He came up to me, he's like, hey, Randy, and I was like, you want to help me out, bro? Be in this interview with me, and he met the Binance guys too, and they're super sweet. They're super nice. But I appreciate you guys. Let's go into breaking news headlines. We have a lot to discuss today. The tea is piping. It is hot. Let's get into it. Breaking news headlines start now. Oh my gosh, Satoshi Nakamoto. Is he going to have his Bitcoin at risk? Well, if you guys did not know, then I will tell you, Satoshi, the creator of Bitcoin, basically has 1 million Bitcoin out of the 21 million, basically locked it up, never touched it. And so people are trying to cook up this new narrative. It used to be Bitcoin is for criminals. It used to be Bitcoin's bad for the environment. Now that this propaganda does not work, then the fear-mongering machine must create something new. And so what they created was quantum computing, which I'm going to actually quote myself from what I said on Fox about quantum computing. And then we're going to go into the headline as to what they're actually saying about Satoshi's Bitcoin. I just want to say this is absolutely ridiculous. Propaganda machine, and I shut it down so fast. I was not playing with this. And again, it goes to show I do say the same things on this podcast that I say. I will say that on national TV too. Your girl does not care. Let's go.
Market, stuff like that.
I think Gen Z in particular is very bullish on Bitcoin and crypto.
Wait, where's my little quantum? Where's my quantum? Hold on. Was this it? This was not my quantums. Hold on. Where is my quantum? Oh, you know who posted it? It wasn't Napernell that posted this one. It was Simply Bitcoin. Guys, even the Bitcoin maximalists are sharing our stuff. It's so fun. I'm seeing like all these Bitcoin maxis. Sharing out the stuff. I'm so bullish on it, guys. That's how you know. Like, that's how you freaking know. Get ready for this. This is I freaking popped off.
Natalie,
here.
what are you that?
I think Gen Z in particular is very bullish on Bitcoin. We're kind of more conservative.
Where's my quantum?
Bitcoin.
Oh,
So
darn it. I don't have my quantum clip. All right, I will get that another time. But basically, I said that quantum was fear-mongering and that I don't subscribe to the quantum propaganda. And so I hope people clock that real quick. I did say that. So I'll try to pull it up another time. Actually, you know what? I know where I can get it. Hold on. I know where I can get it. Okay, I got it. I freaking got it. I know. I can't even keep track of these posts anymore. I literally cannot. I'll pull it up in just a second. I have to let this ad play. But Satoshi's 1.1 million Bitcoin and millions can be saved from a quantum attack. Oh my gosh, the quantum of the quantum attack that doesn't exist. American Fortress and researchers introduced a patent-pending post-quantum signature scheme. How can we create post-quantum anyway when quantum doesn't exist? Oh my gosh. That could secure the global ecosystem against future quantum attacks without requiring mass fund migrations. According to the company, the breakthrough means even Satoshi's huge 1.1 million Bitcoin stash, alongside nearly 5 million Bitcoin in dormant accounts, can be saved with a combined value of $400 billion. In an interview with CoinDesk, Michael, let's call him POSP, the CEO of American Fortress, explained that inactive and dormant wallets do not have to remain vulnerable to unscrupulous hackers who could sweep up the loot and dump it onto the market with incalculable consequences. FUD. FUD, FUD, FUD. And what I said on Fox was simply this, was that if you have quantum computing and you're worried about Bitcoin, there's so many other things you need to be more worried about beforehand, because you can literally look at the entire infrastructure of the US banking system. These servers are from the 80s. They're literally from the 90s. There are people that work at banks in this live chat that can most likely confirm this, that the infrastructure of our banking system is poor. We're seeing these banks getting exploited for all this information constantly. So why are we just messing around only to find out it just does not make sense? So yeah, I think if they're going to worry about quantum, they should worry about the whole financial system.
Software for AI, in part because the services business have the opportunity to
Exists more than the tech.
at the time. Most regular
Listen
folks
to
didn't
this.
even know that happened.
Randy, you're not afraid?
No, I think the talk of the tech exists more than the tech itself. And this is just like the old argument of Bitcoin's bad for the environment, Bitcoin's bad for criminals. But you see, every time a Bitcoin argument gets debunked, they come up with a different one. So this is just the next layer. It's fear mongering.
All right, so Natalie, what?
Yeah, bro, it is fear mongering. Period. End of story. Period. End of story. So I just wanted to point that out. Very nonchalant. So we got to get you soundproofing. Wait, so do you think this mic is giving echo? Because I know the TikTok mic is you know, it is what it is. But let me know if this is not, maybe if I pull it closer too, then it would be less sound. But yeah, guys, one day we will get an actual whole room for a studio, so that way I can actually soundproof it. Right now, we're working with what we got. Thank you guys for your Fox love. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Who said that? Ian said, Randy is quantum. Sometimes I feel quantum. Thank you guys so much for being here. Again, please smash the like, subscribe, and share this out with friends. We are trying to get 26,000 subscribers. We're just on Fox Business trying to live life, breathe air. Guys, we do have Polymarket. This is for all the Polymarketers that are worried about how the platform is going to survive. Because there was an exploit above $600,000. So this isn't like the multi-million-dollar hacks that we've seen in crypto. So this is like not like the craziest thing ever. But still, again, Polymarket being as big as it is, this is kind of important to be spoken about, especially because there's already rumors about insider trading and a bunch of corruption with Polymarket. So I think this is something to pay attention to. It could be the beginning of the crumble. You know how it's like Jenga, right? Like how the whole tower in Jenga, and then you just pull one brick, just one brick out of the stack, and then the whole thing comes down. Is this the beginning of the Jenga, the Polymarket Jenga? Polymarket confirmed a security exploit affected part of its infrastructure, pointing to a possible private key compromise. Sus. Involving a wallet used for top-up operations, while saying user funds and market resolution were safe. In a post, Polymarket devs said contracts and core infrastructure were unaffected. Polymarket lead Akanshu Jain and multiple other Polymarket employees said the user funds and market resolution are safe. Now ZachXBT, of course, ZachXBT coming with the cape, because he's like Superman in crypto. He first flagged the exploit as a compromise to the Polymarket-linked UMA conditional tokens framework adapter contract on Polygon, with the exploiter draining at least $520K. However, Polymarket's VP of engineering said contracts were safe and that the exploit was limited to a 6-year-old private key used for internal top-up operations. I mean, like, how? How does one exploit the private keys of a company, especially if it was 6-year-old private keys? I mean, hold on. I gotta do a quick googly. So Polymarket launched in 2020. So that means like these set of private keys date back to the beginning of Polymarket, and then they paused their operations in 2022. So I would just love to know, because their beta release in the US was 2025. So they're using private keys that were pre-US beta release, meaning that if they were just starting in 2020, they had these 6-year-old private keys. It was when they first started. So is this giving internal corruption, internal inside operation type vibes? Is there maybe more than to Polymarket that meets the eye? But then if it's an internal thing, then what kind of internal member or employee would want to only take 500K? I mean, I would say that's a relatively low to the volume that's traded or kept on this platform. So top up operations, very interesting. And why would they only go for 500K? It just doesn't seem like enough. Because crypto, it's like, I know that's a lot of money, but for crypto, just doesn't seem like enough to risk everything, especially you know where the money moves. So no matter where they go, they're going to get caught. So I just don't get the point here. I really don't. And if we don't get a resolution here, I would say that's sus. I would say it's sus. Let's step internationally for a moment before we come back to the US. We do have Kraken. Again, this is a beautiful exchange in the US. They're actually inching closer to a launch in the UAE. So the UAE is continuing to remain bullish on crypto despite the WAR. They are literally continuing to push for tourism and a bunch of other things to come through for the UAE as a whole, especially Dubai is very crypto forward. So this is where a lot of the activity is happening. So if you hear about like finance stuff in the UAE, most likely it comes out of Dubai or Abu Dhabi, because Abu Dhabi is a major financial hub. So this is Kraken's news. So Kraken moved closer to a launch in the UAE after their operator, Payward, received preliminary approval from Dubai's Virtual Assets Regulatory Authority, VARA, according to the company. Payward on Thursday announced their UAE expansion alongside receiving preliminary approval from a broker-dealer. And do note that Kraken is kind of inching towards an IPO, so this is extra bullish news leading up to that. And so a spokesperson from Kraken said that this approval was granted on Thursday with the full launch to be confirmed. At launch, they plan to offer UAE dirham, and the dirham is their fiat currency, along with a full suite of services including margin and OTC trading, as well as the access to Kraken Prime for institutional clients. And let me just note that OTC is somewhat important in Dubai and in the UAE. If you know the culture of how they operate in the UAE, especially from the government, from at least what I've observed through people I know and my experience actually going and reading about them, they're very discreet people. And so the government, certain banks, certain institutions, they want OTC trading. They don't want things on the market. They want to leave as little paper trail as possible. So I just want to throw that out there. There was a little chat here. Crypto Surfer said, oh, he's a member for 32 months now. Holy freaking wow, dude, that's almost like freaking 3 years. What? He said, Randy, you're on fire. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Dastardly, hello. Rogerio, good morning. Everyone, good morning. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Guys, do you think I should get a pizza and make a video at a pizzeria for Bitcoin Pizza Day? Enter the poll. Enter the poll. Guys, also, please make sure you smash the like, subscribe, and share. We want to make sure we could pop off. We only have 48 likes. There's at least 80 people watching on YouTube. So if it like warms your heart in the slightest to make me a happy girl, please go ahead and smash the like and subscribe and share and call your mom, call your cousin, call your third cousin, call your third husband, your third cousin's boyfriend, or your third cousin's cousin, and make sure they like the stream. Okay, continuing. Woo! We have more things. And I'm so bullish because we have so many things. I'm entering Delulu mode. I'm in Delulus. All right, let's go into our spotlight. Oh wait, no, but I have so many spotlights here. Oh, darn it. Okay, here's our spotlight. And then we're gonna go into Blockchain Academy because I really want to talk about Bitcoin Pete today. I'm like nerding out over it. So first, we do have the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve news, which is as per the title of this video. We're going to pop off, talk about it, and then I'm actually going to show a clip of me on Fox that was when I was asked why we need to lead the helm with crypto globally. It's important. Is the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve on its way? Darn, I freaking hope so. Your spotlight starts now. Friends and family, are we going to get a Bitcoin Strategic Reserve for the US? And that's why I've been on a freaking tear. I've been on a tear because I want to know, where is the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, Donnie T? We've been waiting a long time. We're poor at the gasoline pump. You just got to give us something.
Potato song, eyes emoji, potato
Nell here?
emoji.
Oh, we'll do that later. We'll do that later. I'm locked in. Hold on. Guys, Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, when is that happening? And you know what the funniest thing is that I actually interviewed James Fishback, who's running for governor of the great state of Florida against Byron. I don't know what your thoughts are on Byron, but I don't know if I should really share much. I don't know if I should share, but you got to give James Fishback credit because what he said in my interview with him was very important. I'll actually get where's my quote? Where's my quote? Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. Guys, look at this. He did promise, he gave me the exclusive that we would get a Bitcoin Strategic Reserve in Florida if he wins, which I would help him do. Secondly, this. Get a federal Bitcoin reserve. I mean, do you think that should happen on a federal level?
I think it should. You know, the President of the United States is going to do what the President of the United States does, but I'm not sitting here waiting for Washington, D.C. to fix our problems, because if I did, we'd be waiting here for 150 years. What we have to do is reassert our sovereignty as a state. I think the most underrated of our Bill of Rights is the 10th Amendment, which says that what is not given to the federal government is reserved for the states and her people. Yes. And we don't have to wait for the feds in D.C. to approve a Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. I'm going to do that in my first year as governor.
Period. Pop off, sir. So, again, they're slow. They're freaking slow. Though we do have the ARMA bill. What is the ARMA bill? What is it going to do for a Bitcoin Strategic Reserve? I heard that this is, from the the people that were hitting me up, that this is a major push on Capitol Hill. We don't know. But apparently this is a major push. So, can I go to this actual post? This is getting a little ridiculous here. Okay, so Congressman Nick Begich, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He says, America's reserves balance sheet is a critical component of our nation's insurance policy, bolstering our currency and providing assurance during times of uncertainty. At the time, prevailing sentiment as to what constitutes as a durable store of value can shift. And as such, it is important for us to recognize this fact and provide the flexibility needed to broaden America's portfolio of reserve assets. The American Reserve Modernization Act, the ARMA, ensures digital assets in the possession of the federal government would be consolidated across government and protected as a reserve asset for future generations, protecting these assets from the whims of Congress or future administrators. So this is kind of a little bit of a mix, because even the initial Bitcoin Act proposed by Senator Cynthia Lummis, which was fire, it said that the government would acquire 1 million Bitcoin. Again, 1 million coins. There's only 21 million to exist. So that would be accumulated over the course of 5 years, 200,000 Bitcoin a year. Seems like that idea quietly has been silenced, which I'm not a fan of. Though I'm wondering, where is the Bitcoin that the government holds? They really refuse to let us know actually the amount that they hold. It was rumored that they actually, in this administration, sold some after Donnie T said that was a bad decision. Again, we don't know that for a fact. So I'm hoping that Donnie T comes out and he's wearing a nice suit, maybe an orange one for some zest. And he says, you know what, homies? Love you, crypto bros. We have a strategic Bitcoin reserve. We're going to implement the Bitcoin Act. But it seems like the ARMA bill is what they're going to do. And it kind of holds the same premise as some points of the Bitcoin Act, which was that Bitcoin would be held for a minimum of 20 years unless sold to reduce the national debt, which again, we have $39 trillion in debt. Let me just let you know, lock in for a second, it's all fake. None of this is real. Why do we have debt when they could just print more money? Like the idea of debt, the idea of taxing, and again, there's so much taxation without representation in this country. We need to fix this problem. Especially they want to tax us on our crypto. This is corruption at its finest. Americans, we revolted. Remember the Boston Tea Party, guys? Remember what we were upset about? Just getting taxed on tea. Now we get taxed on freaking breathing air. So I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, we need to make sure this and that for the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. Buy the Bitcoin, cash out the gold notes from 5,000, and literally, let's start fresh. Let's start new. Like, I think we also need better movement on this Clarity Act. They should not be putting the Clarity Act out how it is right now. I am not a fan of it. And I think they really need to make things clear and to have people regulate the space that actually use this technology, not boomers, not people that don't even know how to use freaking Instagram, okay? These people don't know how to post on Instagram. They don't even know how to tweet. They don't even know how to take a freaking proper selfie with the good lighting. And they're going to tell me that they don't think Bitcoin is a good idea, or they're not going to pass the Clarity Act or add all these things when it's not going to impact these people because they're literally going to be dead. I'm sorry, Jesus. They're going to be dead by the time this Generation Z and Alpha grows up. So they have no rights, in my opinion, to be regulating this space. Just my humble opinion. Tony T should act fast right now. And when I was asked on Fox, why should crypto be at the helm of the United States? Why should we as a country be leading this revolution? It's because Gen Z and Gen Alpha are growing up on the internet. Social media breaks down these barriers. Here's the clip. And if you guys want to go support the clip that has over 10,000 views on X, go ahead and retweet it here. I put the link in the live chat. Here you go.
Randy, you say the speed and efficiency are just are part. The only way we can remain the preeminent nation in the world is to incorporate Bitcoin and crypto because of that speed and efficiency.
Absolutely. You're looking at the younger generation. We seek truth and honesty, which is what the blockchain gives you with Bitcoin. It's an open book, essentially. And then you have Gen Alpha, Gen Z growing up on an internet-based economy. Our social media brings down these barriers of what's happening in other nations. Now we actually get to understand people in other cultures. Why doesn't our money do that too? So if we're going to run on an instant gratification internet economy, we need money to match that speed, efficiency, and safety above all. And if you look at the technology behind blockchain and its security, it's far more superior than our traditional banking system.
That's it. That's it. We need crypto. We are going to be so behind if we do not implement it, especially if you look at all these other countries like the UAE and all of these Asian countries. They're teaching these kids about Bitcoin. El Salvador, they're teaching these kids about Bitcoin in grade school. What is America doing? That is why, again, that is why I do go to schools. Again, proof of school. The day after I filmed Fox, I went right to a school and taught a whole high school class about Bitcoin. Full video coming out next week. My whole class, I'm gonna post it. I have it edited. She's locked. She's ready to fire. I will post that next week. But this is why I go to schools, because America is so far behind, but not if I got something to say about it. Not if I got something to say about it. Guys, and speaking of saying things about things, I'm so hungry because I'm thinking about the pizza that I'm going to go get for Bitcoin Pizza Day. What is Bitcoin Pizza Day? We're going to break that down. Blockchain Academy starts now. On a day about 16 years ago, it was 2010, May 22nd, 2010. And this guy, Laszlo, I think is how you pronounce his name, he just went on the forums and said, I want to spend some Bitcoins. And essentially someone answered. And so he said he would pay for pizza with Bitcoin. And so some guy that worked at Papa John's said, I will accept the Bitcoin, right? So he got the pizza delivered. The guy brought him the 2 Papa John's pizzas that were worth $41 at the time. And they were purchased at $41 was equal to 10,000 Bitcoin. 10,000 Bitcoin. And the Bitcoin, according to AI at the time, was worth 0.0041 cents. So a little less than half of a penny Bitcoin was worth. And this one guy handed over 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas. By far the most expensive pizzas in history by today's numbers. And now that 10,000 Bitcoin is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. And so again, that was May 22nd, 2010, just an absolute star of a day. And I just can't even believe someone would go and do that. And so now every year, Bitcoin community, the crypto community overall, celebrates Bitcoin Pizza Day. And it's so historic. And I'm just so happy to be a part of this space that gets to celebrate things like Bitcoin Pizza Day. Because people think like we're crazy. Like, oh my gosh, like what are people talking about Bitcoin Pizza Day? When I call this pizzeria, they're going to think I'm a little bit delulu crazy. Because they're going to be like, why is this woman asking me about a Bitcoin pizza? We're going to make that happen today. So Bitcoin Pizza Day, that's what it is. And so Crypto Princess said you're going to a Bitcoin pizza event. Go off, have fun. That's absolutely fantastic.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're
Pump the like smooks, eyes emoji, or get
Yes.
wrecked hard.
Please smash the like, guys. How many pizzas would 10,000 Bitcoin buy you today? The whole world worth of pizza. But that's crazy. That's just so wild. Much wow graphic. I know. Oh, here's the potato.
A potato flew around my room before you came. Excuse me.
Who else? I think Crypto Surfer sent me a few little gems. Thank you for that too. Nicole, nice to see you. Everyone, good morning. Thank you guys so much for being here. Have we smashed the like, please? Hello, everyone. Thank you again for being here. We do have coins to watch. Let me go into that too. Because your girl is crazy. We're crazy. I'm a little delulus. All right, smash the like. Let's do it. Thank you, Thomas, for the heart. I appreciate you. Let's go into coins to watch, shall we? Our biggest gainers and losers. Gainers today. Near is leading that way up nearly 31%. Get it. Nearly. Just try to be fun sometimes. Ondo is up 12%, WorldCoin is up 10%, Celestia is up 9.8%, and Injective up 8.7%. We do have some losers today. Leading the way is Humanity, down about 10%, Stable down about 6.9%, Kite is down 6.5%, Dash is down 6%, and Edge is down 4.4%. So we just see some things happening, some things moving and shaking. Ethereum is about that $2,100 mark. We're down 0.8%. Again, below our critical level of 2330. Now we are edging towards that 2,000. I think it's great if, Ethereum goes all the way down here to about our wick low of 1830, 1850. I think that's a stellar move for Ethereum to go down a little bit, hold some support. And ultimately, I'm not worried about Ethereum. I think Ethereum's doing great. I think Ethereum's majorly undervalued right now in terms of the amount of people using Ethereum, all these institutions tokenizing on Ethereum. And so I'm just bullish. I'm bullish on everything. I don't care about price. I'm bullish on the tech. And everyone gets mad. Oh, if you're so bullish on the tech, then why do you talk about the charts? Because it's the freaking market. Everyone talks about the charts. So we're going to talk about charts. But at the end of the day, it's not what it's about. And we're about the most peaceful revolution in history. There is no weapon needed to pick up and defend Bitcoin and its dominance. Oh, Bitcoin is so grr. Like, no, Bitcoin is like that loving person that you just, like, everyone knows that one person that you see, and every time you see them, they're just happy and they're just so real. And you just look at them and you're like, I just want to give you a hug. Like, there's just that one person that you just want to love because they're just so loving. And they're just not a violent person. Like, that person has not a violent bone in their body. If Bitcoin was a person, that would be them. Lazarus, thank you for becoming a member. Members, we're going to head into Discord in a few minutes. But Bitcoin is so peaceful. It is the most peaceful revolution in history. You do not need to pick up a weapon and defend the dominance of Bitcoin, just like you do all these other fiat currencies. It is peer-to-peer. It is 24/7. It is 365. There is no censorship. There is no intermediaries. There is no debanking. Yes, is it a responsibility to hold your own keys and become your own bank? Yes. But people have gotten used to convenience over responsibility. Lock in, guys. The world does not care. Like, these institutions do not care about you. They don't know you by name. They know you by your number, and they know you by how much money you feed them. And when you stop feeding them money, and when there's a risk of you not feeding them anymore, then they cry and they throw tantrums, which is what we see with the banking industry, paying and lobbying so that way they can infiltrate the Clarity Act. This is not what we're a part of. We do not subscribe to the mainstream propaganda, which is why I went on Fox and I told them quantum computing is fear-mongering. Stop the fear-mongering. It's pointless, because every single time they come up with something, it always gets pushed to the wayside. Yeah, it takes a few years for each little shred of lies to get moved to the side, but I'm just letting you know. I'm letting you know that on this show, we see right through the madness. We are not going to put up propaganda. We're only going to tell you the truth. And I appreciate you. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Lazarus said, "You don't remember me." Of course I remember you, Lazarus. Of course I remember you. Don't even. So I appreciate you. You guys are beautiful people. All of you guys are beautiful people. And I acknowledge you for you. I know that you're a human being. Every single person is a human being. You're not just a number somewhere. And so I'm bullish on the fact that we're real, that we the people are a beautiful collective of common sense individual, which isn't so common. It's a non-common sense. But at least we have some of it. So yes, people are impatient. Yes, people are upset. But at the end of the day, like, when Bitcoin goes up and it hits all-time highs again in the future, we're just going to sit back and be like, laughing. Remember the days we were just sitting here. Sorry, I'm dying. Talking about Bitcoin when the price was the same for months on end, and then we had the fun, and then it comes back down and chills again, and then goes back up and then chills again. It's all going to be okay, guys. Keep calm, hodl on. Make sure you keep your crypto off of the exchanges. Put it in your wallet. Stay secure. Self-sovereignty. This is what it's all about. And right now, we are going to go into the members-only after show. So if you have not yet, please smash the like, subscribe, share it out with friends, and make sure you become a member of the YouTube channel. Hit that little dollar button in the YouTube chat. Get your emojis, and then go to Discord and sign into your YouTube, and you'll be able to, it'll read that you're a member. So we're going to go and talk with you right now, do some Q&A. So I'm bullish on you guys. Have a beautiful weekend. I'm going to go try to film and harass a pizzeria and see if they let me inside. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you. Please smash a like, subscribe, share this out with friends. Have a slice of pizza today. Happy Bitcoin Pizza Day, guys. We are going up, up, and away to the moon in terms of our spirit. Have a beautiful day. Happy weekend. I will see you guys later. Mwah. Bye.